A chaotic brat, out playing some games. I'm loud and proud and I don't give a fuck. Surviving in the fog, running from killers for fun. I'm a wild witch, baby, no dumb can tame this one. Yeah, I call it how I see it. I don't care if it's crude, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass too. I'll fix another gen while you're hiding in a nook, and I do it all while sporting a smirk. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. I'll run from the killer and slam a pallet in his face. And if the killer wanna chase, well, let's start this race. I know they wanna tame me, but they'll never win. I'll always come out on top, no matter the end. And I'll loop them and I'll run them and I'll give them all hell. And if they down me, but I'll never fail. Cause I live for the fog and I live for the gain. And I do it all with fire in my veins. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. Dead by daylight may be my main, but I am always up to switch out the game. As long as I have friends by my side, I will try out any ride. I don't like trying out new games alone. It is a curse I must atone. But if the cards are dealt and the hand is right, I will always have friends by my side. A community of chaos full of love and light. A wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. Yeah, don't mess with this brat who ain't afraid to curse. My words can be venom, but my magic is worse. I'm never alone with friends at my side. Blessed with scary dog privilege, am I ride or die? It's better be an ally rather than become an enemy. I may do no harm, but I take no shit. Once you cross me, prepare for karma to hit. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. A brat, a wild witch on the run. Surviving and thriving, no dog can tame this one. Now that you know me, welcome to my realm. Be blessed with fun and happiness abound. But heed my warning, as it is a clear one. Don't mess with the bratty witch or you will be done. A wild witch is on the run tonight. The air is chilled and the moon is bright. Fighting for survival at every turn. Finding the hexes that need to burn. Her words can be sweet like a lullaby, giving comfort in a blackened sky, or filled with venom in every bite. When she's ready to fight. Eyes so bright yet heart so cold. To face a witch one must be bold. magic within her reach. She's ready to play whether games or spells. The darkness will fade, allies by her side. While battling alone, the colors shine upon her throne, signaling the start of her witching hours. Ready to play with various powers. She steadies her breath and straightens her crown. Her walls go up and her mask comes down. Eyes so bright yet heart so cold to face. Oh, which one must be bold? Careful with your words and actions, for one must not fall for fatal attractions. One misstep will light her fire, and soon you may lie upon a pyre. 'Cause once crossed, you will learn this witch isn't afraid to let bridges burn. Let this melody give you light into a witch who's fought many fights. One wrong move, no matter how little, is an admission and submittal. To cut ties with this witch apart, for it will be your end, sweetheart. And the fire within will burn anew, and it will be the end for you. Eyes so bright yet heart so cold to face. Oh, which one must be bold? Careful with your words and actions, for one must not fall for fatal attractions. One misstep will light her fire, and soon you may lie upon a pyre. 'Cause once crossed, you will learn this witch isn't afraid to let bridges burn.
Hello everyone, sorry about that, I was having issues for a second. I was trying to get to the Windows Media Player and it just said no. That is interesting, I've never... I would immediately say this is a defect, but it's not. But happy Sunday to everyone. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. And I would hope looking forward to the start of a new week, but at the same time, I know weeks suck because work. But today we are doing our Dungeons and Dragons today. Slightly psychotic influence from my dice and organizing them a specific fucking way. I'm screen sniping, no one warned. Yeah. I unfortunately, to be completely blunt and honest, am not doing well. I don't know if I picked up a stomach bug or something. What's going on, but I was in an amount of pain and discomfort last night that made me think I was going to end up going to the emergency room. I am here at the moment. So just know that if I seem to be kind of out of it today, kind of flitting in and out of screen, or if I suddenly decide to just cut stream and raid over to the DM, that is probably why. I'm going to play it by ear, play it by comfort level, and see how I feel. But considering we have done now our little introduction, let's get over into the Discord and let's see what everyone is up to. Oh, oops. I kinda need to shut my webcam off. So, what I was looking for. Okay, there we go. Discord view. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay. There we go. Oh, she's going properly. There we go. There we go. So now I got it set up to be proper. Okay.
That has benched me. For funsies. He grabbed me in flak jacket and gear, lifted me over his head, and just started doing this with me.
Easily 250. Easily.
And then he threw me, which was fun. You know, I hadn't been thrown as an adult until that point. It was magical. It was like, I can show you the ground. And, yeah. Kicking over my stream in 3, 2. What's up, everybody? I'm the WGY6 Panda. Welcome back to Sunday Funday D&D. I'm sorry we skipped last week. There were personal issues that were happening all the way around, but it is all right. We are back. If you forgot what happened, let me remind you. They entered the den of the Trickster God and played several games, one involving a bridge, one involving many lanes of magical spells being flung back and forth. They eventually found the correct door and released the Winter King. One of our players made a deal. Whether she lets the rest of them in on what she did, that is up to her. But the Winter King has been taken out of the domain. Will they head down mountain and bring him back to the Winter Forest, or will they head back to the city? Only time will tell. Our party is battered, bruised, and wounded, and found out that in the Trickster domain, they lost a week. Now, speaking of lost and weak, we'll let them describe themselves. Pet, we'll let you go first.
My name is Pet. My character is a fire genasi by the name of Merker, who has a very low tolerance for idiocracy and just overall stupidity. That's
why she don't like me.
No shit! That dabbles in shadow sorcery.
Fair enough, fair enough. Speaking of wanting to smoke, Big Red, go ahead and describe yourself.
I am Big Red. I play Moonlight. I am an... The fuck am I?
An alcoholic Azamar angel.
Are we going fucking existential already today?
You're the AAA program. You're the alcoholic Azamar angel.
Yeah. I'm a drunk, so that forgive me. I forget my character because I'm drunk.
Pat. Quick side note, check gamers chat.
Oh dear fucking god.
Oh, come on!
Ooh.
I don't see anything again. Oh, there it goes.
He is 2 in pedal range at a Culver's.
I'm not doing it, I promise.
Banned.
She's gonna turn it off now, which means she'll forget to turn it on when she plays DBD or something like that, when I can finally use it.
Well, speaking of finally use it, hey Dom, you want to describe yourself?
I don't know. Do I?
I don't know.
I'm Dom. Character is Glenn Greyhawk. I am a Aasimar demon. And at this point, I just want to play the fuck around game.
Okay. Speaking fuck around and find out, Warhawk, go ahead and describe yourself.
Hello, I'm Warhawk. Character's a Fireborg, cleric,
Beetleborg, Power Ranger.
barbarian. That's about it.
Codice. Since you had a very violating experience today, would you like to go ahead and describe yourself? It seemed like, you know, it was very slippery situation. You were narrowly escaped. You were under the gun, so to speak.
I am so sorry. I am back.
Oh, she missed all of these jokes?
I missed all of that.
I'm sorry.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
I set it up great. I was like, you know, you found yourself in a slippery situation and you were under the gun, so go ahead and describe yourself.
My name is Codice. My character's name is Ivy. She is a level 8 Shadarkai Huntress. She's a bit on the ditzy side.
A bit.
Okay, look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault he put Storm in a bottle and expected me not to drink it. It was unlabeled.
Yeah, but he gave it to you.
He knew she was going to do
He knew
something
better.
dumb.
He knew you were gonna do it.
He got ruined in her last campaign by the cauldron of many things. I'll just put it in my mouth and see what happens. If that became her mentality, man, I'll just put it in my mouth and see what happens.
3 kids.
Speaking of put things in his mouth to see what happens, hey Zero, you want to go ahead and describe yourself?
Not in that way, but yes.
Hey, did you get that picture I asked you for?
No, I haven't been to the game shop yet.
It was Saturday, yesterday.
Yes,
It's
I know.
It's okay.
I
It's
only
not.
play every other Saturday.
Oh, I thought you played every Saturday. Noobs.
Oh.
Can't come up with gameplay.
No, it's the way our D&D game works. I am the definition of fuck around and find out in our group. I will do something crazy, piss off players in the group, and I just have fun. I am also not inebriated during this game. I am on a 30-day cleanse.
Score.
That sucks.
I don't believe it.
When you put on 40 pounds in the matter of 6 weeks, you'll do the same.
Well, that
I can't
happens
put
when you sit
40
on
pounds
your
on in a
ass
year.
next week.
It's twins.
I can sit down and eat a whole
No,
lot of
they did
pizza
not.
and gain a pound.
All right. Now that we've had the moans out and groans out, let's go ahead and step back into the game.
My husband says hello.
Really?
But you have heard of me. Thank you. Thank you. So, you've stepped out of the trickster's cave. You watch Codice walk out and see her slightly illuminated as she leaves the door. Was it a mirror? Was it an illusion? We all may never know. You step out with the Winter King onto Death Mountain's top. The cool air rushes past, leaving behind the stale remnants of the rooms you've just left. The door pops out of existence. And that is where you are at. What will we do? Will we take the king back to the Winter Kingdom? Will we bring him to the Autumn Kingdom? Will we return him to the city? There you go.
Knowing that the Winter King is replaced, he's more than likely over. It's probably safer not to take him to the Winter Palace at this time.
Or do we just kill him?
I'd prefer you didn't do that.
Are we going to become a bunch of murder hobos on the run for the rest of our life?
No.
But if you want to fight, I'm more than capable of giving it to you. He looks dead at you, and his eyes begin to radiate pure, radiant energy.
I look at him
We can
and
play.
go, simmer down. We're not going to kill you, nor attempt to, right?
Yet.
Yes.
Okay. If you say that out loud, I'm going to smack you again. Last thing we need is a you know who getting up everyone's butt. I forgot Butterfly's character's name. Gonna be real honest.
Maurice Day.
Maurice Day.
So
Who's Maurice
she
Day?
agrees. And she agrees that it should be brought, or he should be brought back to the Autumn Elves. I'm playing based off how I know her character goes.
No.
She says she will.
Okay, we're good.
What was that panic for?
I thought my
I think I know.
My favorite pencil was about out of lead.
Oh
and
dear.
I thought it was, and I kept on pushing and pushing it, and it finally popped out another piece. We're good.
Push it real good. Dun, dun, dun. No, sorry. Anyways, no, we're not starting that. Nope, not
Okay.
ADHD
You
radio.
already
Sorry.
did. You already fucking did.
I'm sorry. Not really. I'm not sorry. Everybody else gets to share this radio station with me. So she has stated that she will take him alone if she has to, but she would prefer the assistance and healthy. Thank you for that. It is indeed what she said. She'll take him alone if she has to.
I was under the impression her default mood was panic.
And take him back if she has to, but she'd prefer to not do it alone, but she understands if you need to get back to the city.
Okay.
I would prefer not going back to the city.
Okay.
That involves
So
crossing
to
the
read-
desert that has
to-
a giant storm.
I was like, to reiterate what I had said last night, which was player knowledge, and I am now going to make game knowledge. I was like, hey, by the way, I did make a deal with them.
Oh, that was stupid.
And I'm like,
Hey.
Go on.
okay, so I said, he said his first offer of a deal was serve him and he'll save
You
my
get any
bestie for
closer,
Rusty.
you're gonna fucking bonk your head on your own goddamn webcam. Knock it off. What the fuck?
For and give me a fraction of his power. I said, no, tell me how to defeat the Tarask and I'll set you free. And he
Wait,
said,
Rask.
Swear to God.
the big bad at the end of this game, dum-dums.
The thing that we've been attempting
been
to
trying to
stop
prevent
for
from
the
happening.
most of the time.
Sorry,
Preventing
I'm
the
sober.
sacrificial sacrifices.
Sacrificial?
Yeah.
It's a Scandinavian fish kebab.
Are you
Right.
okay? Do you smell burnt toast?
Not
No,
yet.
I'm just thinking of fucking.
No, just coconut oil.
I'm just thinking of the goddamn Sid the Sloth when he meets a bunch of mini sloths.
I am your god.
You want to take a deep breath and try that again? Or bitty, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. So basically, it has everything to do with the key, and I kind of pull it up, and I'm like, it has 4 more uses. We just need to find the right moving doors. One seal has been broken. And I show them my amulet. And that's all I have
Thank you
for
for the
notes at the end of
hydrate,
that.
Cass. I greatly appreciate it.
Miss Petty Pet, you're muted. There you go.
I know.
Okay, was just making sure.
I was saying thank you to someone in chat.
Okay. Hey, babe.
The Winter King looks at you. Brave to make a deal with one of the old gods. But not as bad as making a deal with the demon, I suppose. He looks at you and goes, and shows a tattoo across his chest. I once too worked for him. Gave me quite a bit of arcane power in exchange for a seat at the table. Making sure he had offerings. Just remember, follow his rules. Mask does not play games with his acolytes.
Thank you, Stick. My back
He
went.
speaks everything in riddles. So keep that in mind. But you all look very badly beaten and wounded. Tend your wounds. We'll head out in the morning as night's about to set.
I don't recall this.
I'm wearing too much clothes for that stuff. You know what, Stick? I got you. All right. Hang on. I got you, Stick. I got you. All right, so hang on. Is that better, Stick? Is this better?
You hit something
Judging
that
by
fell.
Judging by the giggles and maniacal laughter coming from his desk, yes.
Perfect.
He
Got it.
approves.
All right.
You're ready for the Navy.
I am ready.
No
I'm ready.
worries,
Hey,
Cass.
girl.
Have a good night.
Oh, I forgot we shared chat. Whoops.
Yeah,
All right, anyways.
that's why you got that message about wearing too much clothes for the stretch.
Well, I know that, and that's why it was funny for Stick, but I realized other people may be able to come in and see the bullshit that I'm doing here.
Come
Anyways.
in and you are being streamed on my fucking stream too, so they can see what you're doing.
Why does it show who did what on pandas but not on pets?
I have no idea. I see too much Marine Man skin. No cursing. Boo.
I'll say it for you. Goddamn stupid motherfucking piece of shit. Fuck.
Did you just say the F word?
I'll take first watch.
Sorry, wife got home. Sorry, Doctor.
Wife got home and he had to change.
All
Right, love.
So, take your watches. Do what you need to do. Get your rest. We'll head out in the morning.
I'll go first watch with Warhawk.
I'll do a second watch. I only need 4 hours.
Do you make a fire? Do you set up full tents? Or do you sleep on the ground in bedrolls?
Let me see what I can do. Hang on.
Do whatever you want.
Let me do a nature check real quick and see what's Oh, would help if I actually had a D20. Here we go. Do you love me? Do you hate me? You kind of fucking hate
One
me.
you
That's
made.
a 6. 6 plus nature is, come on.
Not enough.
So that's an 8. Pretty sure those are trees. That might
Why do
be a
you hate
bush.
me? What the fuck did I do?
Babe, can I get a drink? He's watching one of your streams. So even if, oh, you're mean.
I know, but he said I hate you in my
Get up
chat, and I'm like,
get your
why?
wife a drink.
He's,
Anyway.
Okay. There you go. That's what you need.
thank you.
Yep.
That's just
All right. What was your number?
8.
8 for your nature check?
For Code Isis.
Yeah.
8?
Yep.
You see, you are in nature. There are some plants. You know some of them.
I start scratching my head and ask her what she's doing.
As she holding up a pine cone, checking nature. Just kidding. Go on.
I'm like,
Am I
I
back?
would like to check to see if there's anything in the area that we need to be wary of.
Do a nature check.
Or if it's safe to put up a campfire.
I do a nature check and it's 21.
You understand that
somebody-
the area around you is very flammable and dry.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Well, good thing I didn't go with my initial thought of. I'm just gonna
You
grab
realize starting a fire here would start a significant brush fire in the mountains.
Let's
Thank you
not
for the hydrate.
do that. Okay.
Well, y'all don't know
It's
that
up to
yet.
him. No. It's up to him if he tells you.
I know. That's why I was debating whether I would be.
I grab my torch and get ready to light it.
I grabbed the torch away from no fire.
But why? Fire make warm. Fire make light.
Forest
Hey,
is
Panda,
dry.
I have a
Forest is
question.
dry. You start fire, whole forest on fire. Too much warmth.
I grab another torch.
I slap him with the torch I have.
I
This just
cast
turned
hold
into-
person on
Is
him.
this a fucking lightsaber war? But instead of lightsabers, we're just doing torches now. Who has the high ground?
The white, or the elf looks at you. Goes, I wouldn't do that. He is correct. The forest will burn down. I kind of have to protect the forests. And I'd rather not hurt you if I don't have to. You seem useful.
Just give me 10 minutes.
I'm not sure how.
So, as you go and lay out your bedrolls, the first shift goes rather quietly.
Yes.
And so does the second shift. But as the sun crests up over the mountain, you realize you haven't heard a single animal the whole night you were awake. There, Big Red.
Panda,
Yes.
I want to stop during our overnight, and I want to pull out the bag or the sack from my bag and inspect it and see what it is.
You want to inspect your bag.
Yes, that I got from jumping in the chest from the.
Oh,
Hunger
the
Games.
underside. Oh, we're opening this. Okay.
Oh,
He
dear
wants to make
God.
sure it's
I'm inspecting the bag first.
Okay. It is a very old black leather bag. It seems to take in the light around it. And the longer you hold it and the more you move it around, the more it feels like it's starting to conform to your hand.
What's keeping it closed?
2 drawstrings that are tied at the top.
Like a garbage bag?
Like a garbage bag, yeah.
What's the weight?
It feels like a solid, empty coin purse. Probably a few ounces.
I open it.
As the folds fall open, you look down onto the inside. It seems like the darkness inside it is looking back at you.
I'm gonna close it back up.
It feels as if an uneasiness was beginning to settle over you. And closing the bag immediately brings a feeling of relief, like walking into your own home and locking the door after a long day.
I do an arcane.
You could tell the bag being opened drastically altered your mental state.
Can I do an arcane check on it? Arcana.
Sure.
Check. Oh. That is 18.
You can tell it's a portal. You can't tell where to. But you know it's not big enough for you to go through. It's just...
But it drew on my mental sanity?
It drew on your mental sanity.
Like,
as if something inside it. Okay, go on.
No. Is it big enough that I could... I didn't say I'm putting my hand in there.
You can put your arm in it all the way up to the elbow.
Yeah, but it does look big enough to put my hand in. Perfect.
Correct.
The gas station glory hole.
I am going to put it back in my backpack.
Okay.
My pack.
Tied shut, correct?
Yes, tied shut.
Okay. 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 Moving on. You realize it's been eerily quiet. You haven't heard the flutter of bats going after bugs or wolves howling in the night, hunting, calling out to one another. In fact, Kodai, you realize you haven't seen your bat in a few days. Your bat's been out there for 2 weeks, trying to deliver this message since you've been gone.
I'm gonna stay within eye shot of the everybody, but I'm gonna be walking around investigating the area, seeing if I can see anything.
Can I feel anything through my connection with my bat?
You feel nothing.
Uh-oh.
Almost as if all connection to it has been cut off from you.
I kind of look at everyone and I'm like, guys, I have a feeling we need to go to the Autumn Court. I can no longer feel my familiar. The one bringing the message. The very important message about the false king.
The Winter King looks at you. False King?
Oh, yeah. They have a lovely little shape changer of some sort, mimicking you.
We need to make haste then.
He's a
He
lot funnier
stands to
than
his
you.
feet. Got to go protect what's mine. Time to go take my home back. He stands up. He goes, stretches himself out, starts walking down mountain. He goes, don't worry. I'll show you a faster way. As he walks down the mountain, you guys travel about a quarter day. Still, you hear no animals. You see no wildlife. It's as if the forest of death died. It did not sound like this. When you climbed, you'd see the flutter of birds, you'd see rabbits run off, you'd see dead wolves that had been hunted or passed with time. Now it's oddly quiet, deathly. There's something there that shouldn't be.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Anything within 30 foot.
What are we searching for?
You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. Sense magic. Is just using detect magic. It says for duration, you sense a presence of magic within 30 feet. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal.
Okay.
That stuff.
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Shh. 19.
You.
Okay. As you begin to focus inwardly and cast your spell out to search for entities. Zero's bag hits you like a flashbang in the dark. A pure, ungodly infernal energy. It's enough that it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up and you physically feel sick.
Musho, get rid of that item you have. That is nothing but evil. Hello?
Thanks for
You might want to
letting me know.
Explain why. What did it do?
It is radiating primal. No, what is it?
Primordial.
Primordial. Thank you. Infernal energy, and I am. The only thing I can sense is that item. Where did you get that?
Oh, you know when I jumped into the chest?
Oh dear gods.
I found it.
Did
I
you
wanna test
open it?
something.
No, you will not.
I want to test something, so I'm not getting rid of it quite yet.
I can't sense anything else but that.
That is perfectly fine.
No, it's not.
I will get rid of it when time
If the
comes.
only thing I can sense is what's radiating out of your pack, I don't know what else is out there.
That's fine.
If everything is focused onto that point.
So
It's
you're
perfectly
saying
fine.
that the power is strong enough that it could also classify as a beacon?
Possibly. But all I'm getting when I do my detect magic is that.
Huh.
I don't sense anything else.
Then you do not need to worry about detecting any magic.
What do you mean I don't need to worry about detecting any other magic?
Panda, can I use Dispel Magic on this bag?
You can try. What level?
Okay. It's a level 3 spell. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target's end. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target's end, make an ability check using the spell casting ability. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Guys,
there's something coming towards us.
Yeah, there's
You might
something
want to
flying
pay
in the
attention.
distance.
Cool. Never mind. I'm not going to Dispel Magic.
I disappear.
Step away from me.
Okay. So the two of you with the passive perception skills, I know can hit it. See two very, very fast-moving shadows flying towards you.
And I'm like, I'm clocking
Directly.
2.
Say again?
I said I'm clocking 2.
I'm 26
Fast.
on disappearing.
Okay.
The stealth, like not. 18 on stealth.
Wait, guys, I can help with this. Oh my goodness, I can help with this. For those who don't have good stealth rolls, give me a second. I cast I cast Pass Without a Trace. A veil of shadows, each creature I choose within 30 feet has plus 10 dexterity to stealth checks, and people leave no traces.
But the question is would Zero be able to effectively stealth, considering the absolute magnitude of the radiance coming off of that bag?
Most likely it'd be a disadvantage, so you'd have to roll twice to take the lowest number.
Hold on.
Well, that's
say that.
plus 10.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I said most likely if that's the beacon.
I
Is he
am
going
looking
to
at the
stealth?
Group. I will try to stealth. away from the group.
Okay. How far do you want to be?
As far as I can go.
At the rate they're coming, you'd be able to make it about 200 feet if you were really booking it down mountain.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I apologize, guys. It does not pull them away from you. But if I am the beacon, at least I can pull them away. And I start moving.
As you begin booking it down mountain,
hold on.
Your lungs begin to burn.
Thank you for the follow, Mystic. I greatly appreciate it.
We hate you too, Gordon. We hate you too.
Oh, geez. I can feel the love.
As you begin booking it down mountain, you can feel the air pumping up your lungs. And you feel your body begin to get more flushed with the strenuous, full force running you are doing. For those who have eyes on them, the dragons do not change path. And you can see them clearly now. They are dragons. Glowing
Is one of them
brilliant.
white?
Both of them are glowing, brilliant white.
Ah.
I let everyone know that, I cast Pass Without a Trace. If you guys want to hide, hide.
This is what you meant by dealing with something from 4 months ago.
Gee, I know what this is.
It's the fucking lizard you sicked on Zero in the desert that one time.
I know.
You'd think so. You'd think so. As you all take your various hiding places behind trees, rocks, bushes, getting out of the way, the ground crumbles and shakes as two large dragons slam into the ground, with an albino white dragonborn riding one. They begin to search around.
I pop up. And I go, Brand?
And 1 second.
You beat me to it.
Fuck off, Garden.
The first one doesn't see anybody yet. Second one doesn't see anybody yet.
I pop up.
These large dragons, as they put their feet down in front of them, the ground begins to turn to ice and snow with each step.
While still
As you pop out and yell, "Friend," the dragons both rear their heads towards you. And the rider reaches back and grabs his axe and brings it out.
That was a question, friend, not like friend shouting at them.
He looks down at you, jumps off the dragon's neck, landing on the ground, claws digging into the ice, forming. I come looking for somebody. I have
Would
a
it
bounty
happen
to fill.
Oh, a bounty? Who are you looking for?
He looks at you. Looks around. Pretty high up in Death Mountain by yourself.
I
kind of rock back and forth with
Yeah,
my hands
yeah.
behind my back, or my hands kind of, like in front, like in a surrendery kind of position, and go, never claim to be alone.
And at that point, I stand
Just
right
because you
beside.
can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. But when two very large dragons come flying at you at Mach Jesus, hiding to ensure safety is also kind of a priority.
Yeah.
When fleeing
Yes.
is not optional.
So we currently have the +10 stealth from Kodai's, correct?
Correct.
I do
Alright.
make my presence known when he says that. Behind
I
him.
rolled a 17, so plus my 3 for stealth on top of that, which be dirty 20. And then add the 10 from Codice, that would be 30 total. As he makes the comment of saying about being on Death Mountain alone, I want to just essentially stealth up behind him with a fire blade to the side of his neck going, "Who said she's alone?"
And I'm standing beside her with a 36 drinking.
You both, or as you try and approach from the rear, as you get to the side of one of the dragons, it immediately looks directly at you. And leans its head in and begins to guttural growl. The Dragonborn looks over, unable to see you. Hang on.
It's a
The
butterfly.
Dragonborn looks over, unable to see you, and looks up at the dragon and puts his hand on it and goes, "Feel somebody there, do you?" He tightens his grip on his axe. I don't take kindly to threats. I don't take kindly at all.
We are not threatening. We are ensuring our safety in the face of an unknown. You came flying at us. Directly at us. All I'm asking to know why. You say you have a bounty. Who's your target? Because I have a feeling if it was me, I would already be dead, or at bare minimum, in battle.
You're quite perceptive. None of you three are what I'm looking for. But you should tell your friend that's running down mountain. The only thing that's stronger on this mountain than whatever he is carrying, I felt it from 2 miles out. Just up here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How far downhill did I make it before they landed?
200 yards. You can see these dragons very clearly.
I put 200 feet. 200 yards makes more sense.
So 600 feet. He booked it a couple football fields.
I was sat there.
Going downhill.
My
He had that
gangly ass
advantage.
is gone.
Hey, I was trying to save my party if I was doing something stupid right now.
I
was more
go.
impressed you didn't trip and
I
fall
look
going
at the
down the hill.
person, and I inquire: is it a person you're after or an object?
Person.
We haven't seen anybody.
Very well. Because the person I'm looking for just escaped a realm that they shouldn't have.
Ooh, tell me
There
more.
are people, there are people that would pay it very, very handsomely to put him back.
How much we talking about here?
2 platinum.
What's he look like?
He looks at you. You don't seem like the bounty hunting type.
He's a money
I don't-
whore.
I don't seem.
He'll hunt anything that pays.
I don't seem sober, but I gotta have something to pay for my alcohol.
Fair enough. He takes out a scroll and tosses it to you.
I look at it, look at it, and then I show Codice and Pet.
As you open the scroll to see the warrant on it, all it says is, "Man wanted, known last to be wearing a plain black mask, piercing blue eyes, long gray-white hair. Reward,
Like that?
2 platinum, wanted dead."
I can honestly say I have not seen this person in this mountain. We've been here for about week now.
Roll for it.
Don't film me now, Dice.
I need the deception check. What'd you get?
I'm gonna laugh if it's like a 3 or a not 1.
It is a 3 plus a 1, so I got 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The first
damn
time
it.
you rolled low. Holy
I
fuck.
smack my hand to my head and go, I'm surrounded by morons sometimes.
Oh, just stop.
And then I just look
Immediately.
over to Ivy and go, now you know how I've been fucking feeling.
I'm like,
He
look,
looks at you.
I swallowed one storm.
Bullshit.
Oh, Stu
And
shit.
no shit, it's bullshit. You're not asking for us to help you find a man. You're asking us to help you find a god in the disguise of a man. Yes, we have
that's
seen him.
not-
He fucked off
What are you talking about?
somewhere.
He looks directly at you and goes, "Wouldn't be the first one I've killed today.
You'd be the first one
It's
that's tried
claimed to be
today.
a god." You can tell that
Babe,
these dragons
Joey
are
wants out
very,
now.
very battle scarred. Though young, they have been quite tested.
Bingo, must be challenging.
Killing gods. Everyone claims to be a god until it comes to battle.
No, I meant procuring enough food for your dragon babies. I really want to pet them.
I wouldn't.
I know. I'm
I'll put my
not
hand
stupid
down.
out loud. I just really want to pet them. I know not to. I
He looks
assure
back
you.
at you. Said, you haven't seen him, but I know you have. Which way did he go? Send me on my way, and I'll be off. Lie to me again, I'll put you under the ground.
Threaten me
Babe,
again.
can you let Joey free?
Good. But I think he went that way. There was a door.
Mhm.
I think what my ineloquent friend is trying to tell you, we aren't really sure where he went, but up until recently, there was a door right here. We saw him fly out, and
He begins to rub
Disappeared.
his eyes. This is the second one I've had to chase down this week.
I kind of
Who's
nudged
the first one?
conversation towards him and be like, I have to chase after my comrades. You have to chase after criminals. Sometimes I feel like they're the same thing. You look like you could use a snack.
He smiles and goes, "Thanks, but I'm married." But you do.
I go, you're cute, but you're not my type. This is this is out of mutual shared frustration. I
And he
get
looks
it.
at them. I really wouldn't offer the same thing to them. But
I'm gonna
something about the way he set doors. This is the second one I've had to chase this week. Trips in your brains. Roll insight.
Everybody or just her?
Everybody.
Oh boy.
Give me just a second.
Not me.
Am I there? Since I
You are
wasn't
there.
here for the beginning of it.
You are there. You are there with the Winter King in hiding.
16.
23.
There's a thing, Panda. I don't know if you saw your DMs on Discord.
Oh,
Okay.
30-20.
I'm looking now. Just give me a second.
Ooh, thanks.
You guys can be free for like 10 minutes, okay?
Freedom!
Okay. Sorry.
If you need, like,
Oh
Yeah.
shit. That would be a 22.
Okay. All of you remember very specifically inside a bar, the door that went from the window to the wall to the floor and then disappeared. But you remember very specifically,
That
it was numbered. It had a 3 on it. We will kick over to Zero real fast.
Just a second.
As you guys are remembering this, Zero down mountain has cast Tiny Servant on a small rock and dropped it into the bag.
Oh Jesus!
Yes. With the feeling that I get from this bag, I'm definitely not sticking my hand in it. But yes, I do cast Tiny Servant, which gives it an armor class of 15, 10 HP,
Okay.
and can move 30 feet.
Okay, hang on. What is the command you give it?
Let me know what you see or feel.
As you drop the rock in,
If it comes back.
the shadows reach and engulf it, pulling it down, and you feel it screaming as though it could feel pain. The most immense pain possible, and then nothing.
Go get daddy.
I close the bag back up and start walking up the hill.
Back to the rest of the party. So yes, you remember that this door had a 3 on it. Could it have been the same series of doors he may have been chasing? Who knows?
I kind of go up to him and I'm like, are there many cases like this that you've had to do? Just randomly disappearing doors and escaped criminals?
You've never heard of the wandering plane doors?
Have
Roll
I?
history.
I pop my head out. Huh, that sounds interesting.
I'll push his face back.
Okay, I roll history. Which one of you will do me right, huh? Which one of you dicey?
22.
Night, buddy. Oh, thank you. It's my dino dice. History. That would be 17.
So Big Red's the only one who got over 20, correct? Or got over 22?
On the inside, I'm trying to check mine right now.
Okay.
I'm having issues logging back in.
I had issues with Roll20 deleting half my crap the other day. So that wasn't fun. Anyways. So, we'll just go ahead and let Big Red know that, yes, you do know the story of the 4 plane doors. Each one led to a very specific plane when the right keys were used. However, if you used any key that you had procured for any place that you had been for that door, it would become that door.
You're gonna have to give me a second to write that down.
While she's writing that down, I'll just like, well, there's basically those are doors that you have to have a specific key. And as I say that, I put my hand on her shoulder. It's like, that opens them up to Pacific Plains.
I look at him and go, did your intelligence drop to the point where you dropped S's?
Intelligence is high enough to begin with.
Anyways, he goes, yeah, that's correct. But there's another side to them that a lot of people didn't know. They were a useful tool to a trickster god. Well, claimed to be a trickster god anyways. Disappeared from this realm over 1,000 years ago. According to stories. But that's neither here nor there. You see him bring his hand up. It begins to glow.
Let me just stop the trickster.
The two dragon eyes begin to glow and trace off towards the location. The Dragonborn smiles. Found you. We'll take our leave. In Draconic, he yells out, Draenir, Basher, arise. Let's go. As he leaps onto one's neck, their strong wings, as soon as they clap down for the first, sends an icy blast through the forest, freezing the very trees. Make a Constitution save.
Where's my Constitution? Oh, that's not that bad. Constitution
22.
save.
Oh no, just Big Red.
Oh no, just
he put his hand up in it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So, and that's going to be, I rolled a 12, 15.
Okay. You narrowly escape frostbite forming on your hands as you watch all the blood pool back and the skin turn dark purple.
I touched the bottle to see if it's cold.
You touch the bottle and see if it's cold. The bottle is indeed frozen solid.
Aww.
So too
How far down does the frost go?
Stops about 7 foot up in the tree line and freezes a solid 40 foot back from where they first flapped.
I want to rush down to a clear spot, to a non-frozen spot, and
Okay.
create a small altar with a pile of rocks.
Okay. Roll religion.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Fuck! Oh, hell yeah. Dino Dice didn't let me down. So, that's a 19.
You do remember how to make a cairn. You remember being told in the old days and seeing it by many old people along the street vendors exactly how to make an offering table. Or how to make an altar. Which do you choose to do?
Offering table.
Offering table. Okay. You place the rocks. Set to be an offering table. Do you have candles?
I have
I got
5
candles.
I have 5
No.
candles. I have 5 candles.
You
and a
place
thing
your
of
5.
coconut oil.
You place your 5 candles. For which god?
The mask.
Okay. As you place your candles in the shape of a crescent moon, they begin to light on their own. Top, bottom, and the sides light to meet. The blue flames emanating cast no natural light, but cast a brilliant blue hue around you. You feel your face begin to get slightly heavy, as if somebody has put a direct mask over your face. The rest of you just see Kodai stacking rocks, put up candles, and they light themselves.
How did you do that?
Fuck. Like, I have magical powers, but what the fuck is this crap?
Roll religion. Roll Arcana.
Have I made it?
Tell me if you
have
can
I
see what
made
it
it
is.
back to the party?
You have.
At what
Just in
point?
time to see
Before
the
or
blue
after?
flames erupt.
Oh,
That's a nat
just in
20.
time to see the altar.
In what?
Religion.
Okay.
I got a
So what's your
15 in
total?
Arcana, or no, 16 in Arcana. So
Oh, total is 26.
Okay. You know what's happening.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I don't know. I got 16 for Arcana, so I probably don't know shit.
Mine was 30 for religion.
Okay. Was it really though?
Well, I rolled a 19 plus 11.
I think you got weighted die at this point.
Wait, how
Right.
do you have the plus 11 in religion?
I'm a monk.
Because he cheats.
It's
Let's
feats
have a like, yeah.
and racial feats. So Warhawk, Big Red, both of you know this is an incredibly old religious practice that hasn't been done in eons. Setting up this specific altar is to call on an old god.
I just look at her and say, hey, tell the dick hi.
Ivy,
Walk away.
do you know what you just did? This setup hasn't been
She's
used
either
in,
gone or inside her own head.
like eons.
So, Codice, what do you place on the table?
I sent you a message.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay. Okay. As you place a fishnet, a stone masonry, a crowbar, and a hooded lantern on the tables, they fade, and 2 daggers. The fishnets burn to ash. The crowbar rusts and ages. The lantern lights, but does not leave. And the stone wears away into dust. The 2 daggers stay placed where they are and do not move. You feel a hand on your shoulder, but nothing is there. But the lantern stays lit with a blue flame.
Give me a second.
Just try this one more time.
But done with your Arcana check, you recognize that this is not normal fire. This is contained dragon fire.
Oh boy.
The fuck?
You could choose to tell him or not, but you were the only one who rolled an Arcana check.
How the fuck did you contain dragon
I rolled a
fire?
19 for my Arcana.
Okay, so you also know it's contained dragon fire. As far as you're aware, not many people have been able to do it, but the last time it was contained and not held well, it exploded.
Guys,
So handle carefully. Especially since the woods are very flammable.
maybe.
And
I look at them.
someone may or may not be drinking around it.
I look at him and go, I might or might not have, let my patron, the big D that I made a deal with, about the dragons on his ass. and then made an offering. Not the ultimate offering, just something small. Something useful. Something true to what he is.
A dish.
The Winter King looks at you and goes, fishnets? Something
He
cute
also
in
might
him
have
is fishnets.
I
Fair
look at him
enough.
and go, he's the god of trickery. I had to throw in something silly.
Fair. I'd be careful with that dragon fire. Be real careful where you put it. But it's calmest in the dark.
I look at him and go, noted.
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag.
You can
No.
tell her. So what do you do with it?
I want to inspect the two daggers.
Okay.
Okay, that's.
How so?
I want to see if there's anything different about them.
Yeah, it's always great when you come in to be careful where you put it.
Whoa.
And that's 8.
Oh, look at you all blushy.
Perception puts that at 17.
Don't blush. 17? Okay.
Mhm.
As you look them over, they seem about the same until you go to draw them, and they're made of wood. You now have wooden daggers that now do 1d4 blunt damage.
I start cackling and go and say out loud, well played. I guess this is what I get for giving you fishnets. Next time, it'll be fishnet stockings.
So yes, you now have 2 wooden daggers. Good luck. So, the Winter King goes, well, that averted. Glad they weren't hunting me. I know that bounty hunter. We've used him before.
And I go, I
What's the
don't
old-
think he's the first albino dragon that we've ever seen.
I
The Winter
apologize. I'll
King
be right back.
stops. The only albino dragon you've ever seen, or the only albino dragon rider you've ever seen?
Damn it, you're going to make me go back into my notes and make sure that he was a little...
It was a white
It was just a
ancient.
dragon.
He was a little lizard dragon.
Yeah, it was a white ancient.
He
I kind of look
Yo,
back at
yeah.
her and go, oh, you're right. He was a white ancient dragon.
He met a white
He was
ancient
cute
and
as
lived.
fuck. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I fed
he
that
was-
fucker snacks. He was cutie patootie.
Yeah, and then you tried to
And
sick
then he
him
grew
on
big,
Mushu.
and he was still very much cutie patootie. And then I tried to feed our friend to him.
Did he have a large scar across his face?
Pretty sure, yes.
You were all very, very lucky to have survived meeting that creature. That's the same creature that took the first Winter Kingdom off the map because we ruined his view.
It was my magnetic personality that
Are
won
you
him
fucking
over.
kidding me? It was because I fed him snackies and threatened to feed Mushu to him.
He didn't like Mushu. It was the
He
best
did
we had
not
to
like
offer.
Mushu.
Man,
He was he seemed to like us,
come in.
which is odd.
Ma'am, if you
Did
want
you
me to
wanna
come
move
in, you gotta open your legs.
Anyways,
What?
He says, fair enough, but knowing that they're out here hunting, he puts his hand up and grabs a branch out of one of the trees, snapping it off,
Okay.
and conforms it
No.
into a straight staff. Better safe than sorry.
Hey, what's wrong with you? I don't really want to be up there. Don't be. I have a D&D game.
Okay,
I've
we're
missed
gonna go ahead
multiple
and save her
times.
from that.
If you're sick, you're
Just message me when you're ready to be unmuted.
I'm worried about
He
Okay, I just
begins
have a headache.
walking down mountain again. Keep an eye out. If he's here, the other 4 riders have to be around. If you've met the Ancient Whites, I'm assuming you've met the 4 riders.
Hmm. God, you're really making me do this.
History check. This is what you get for note taking.
I know.
The rest of you can make history checks too.
Sorry, I'm back.
17.
19.
13. I barely know anything.
What are we doing?
History
nat
What'd you get,
20
Dom?
plus 2.
You got
17.
25?
No,
A nat 20 plus 2.
plus 2.
So
This
Dom,
dice only likes me every once in a while, apparently.
Dom, you were the only person that knows this in history. There is a legend that you remember being told as a child of 4 dragon riders, a very specialized sect of dragonborns that are allowed and able to tame and control multiple dragons. 4 of them specifically: a rider of ice, a rider of fire, a rider of copper, and a rider of 2 dragons, black as night. And the 2 dragons black as night, you better hope you don't see, because he only appears when the world is in peril. They don't work specifically for one entity or another. They work based on coin, and if anyone's willing to pay the price to hire them, it is more of a sacrifice to get their attention than anything else. Especially the black one known as the Death Merchant. You know those dragon riders mean utter death to whoever they're coming for.
I relay this information to the group. And we should probably figure out what we're going to do about this Winter King. Or are we just going to leave him alone? I'd rather not fight, guys.
So,
Yeah.
I kind of like gather everyone around. I'm like, so we've got many different parts in play right now. We know for a fact that the key to getting rid of the Tarrasque is opening the rest of the 4 doors. Opening the correct of the 4 doors.
One of those doors was in the tavern.
One was in the tavern, and it had the number 3 on it. Do we remember what number the door for the mask was on?
I don't know, do you? You never asked.
Can't roll history for knowledge you never had. Damn it. I go, well, shit. Okay. So we know door number 3 is out. Because we heard someone whom I'm going to assume is one of the 4 riders, the rider of ice, who just visited us, chasing down the mask. now my patron god.
Let's talk while we move.
Yeah, we start moving down the mountain. Or at least I do. I assume people are coming.
Yeah.
I follow.
Okay.
So they are wandering doors we don't know the location of, so we need more information on the wandering doors potential locations. Damn, this would have been a really great time if a seer hadn't fucking died.
Yeah.
Well,
The
you
Winter
guys
King
chat.
goes, the seer died.
Yes.
The one in the main city.
Not only
Yeah.
the seer, but all of the acolytes of all the gods, all the priests of every religion, of every god and goddess are now dead inside that city.
Lovely. Oh, there she is.
I will be right
Okay.
back.
She has. You have your audio back and your mic back.
Sorry about that. For some reason, it was going through my headphones mic instead of my table mic.
It's okay. It's
So when
okay.
I used my table mic, it didn't mute it.
It's fine. He goes, interesting. Anything else that's been happening while I've been stuck in there?
Oh yeah, plenty.
I've been trapped in there for. He goes, how close are we to the festival? I know it was
Oh,
about
you mean
9 months off.
Oh, you mean the
When I
one
was
that's happening
taken.
right now?
festivals come and went, but we get to celebrate another festival, the Festival of Death. Specifically, the city trying to reincarnate the Elven Slaughter. Specifically, again, so that they can kill 1,000 people and sacrifice 1,000 souls to resurrect a Tarask.
You know, another Tuesday.
So you know, Monday.
He looks at you, Mariste. What's happened? I can see a sullen look on your face. What's happened to the Autumn Kingdoms and the Winter Kingdoms? There's something I haven't been told yet.
Our kingdoms are in trouble. My father's been murdered by you, as far as everybody believes. I've sent a message letting them know that it was a fraud. It wasn't you. But I don't know if it made it safely. I've been here chasing after where you are. The Autumn Kingdom was attacked during our gathering by goblins.
Goblins are usually quite peaceful creatures.
Now they're being stirred up and riled up.
Usually they don't go after large encampments. They're usually scavengers picking off what they can. Are you telling me they're organized?
Yes, they are.
Somebody.
I go not only organized, but well equipped with explosives.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it makes sense they'd have explosives. Goblins have been making fireworks in this region for many years.
Well, this isn't really more explosions as bombs set to themselves to explode.
Yeah, they are self-sacrificing in the name of chaos.
So there's that.
Anything else I should be aware of?
I pull out, I make pretend like
You
I
have to
pull
worry
out
about
a little
Turkey.
notebook and like I'm flipping through pages. I go, Tarask, Ancient Dragon.
Alexa.
We've covered Wandering Doors. We've covered me being a cleric. Let's see. Goblins. Sudden death. Lots of death. Lots of death.
Alexa, stop playing to zero.
I think I've got everything in my notes. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
I reach into my bag and I pull out the little bag. You know anything about this?
His eyes widen in great fear. And he goes, yes. Yes, I do. I was there when it was made.
What is it? What is this for?
It's a soul bag.
As in, we can store souls in it?
As in, it has one very ancient soul inside of it that was supposed to be sealed away in the Void Realm. That's where we sent it.
Why? Why did you grab this?
I put it back in my backpack.
I already think I know what that fucking soul is too.
I swear on my life, if the Tarask comes about because Zero kept it in his pocket.
I was gonna get his thing again.
Yeah, but here's the better thing. What if it doesn't? Because he put it in his bag and now it can't be summoned out.
That you know of.
It's a dark soul.
I put up another quandary finger and go, what if when we find one of the doors, and hopefully it's the correct one, we do have a 30% chance of it being a correct door. Somewhere between 30 and 66% chance of it being correct, depending on how you want to play your probabilities. What if once we let that whatever is behind quandary number 3, if we just put that bag inside, and since my key has a limited number of uses, even if we were to try the other 3 doors, it would then vanish. And if it's hidden in that wandering plane of existence and there's no key to use for it, technically wouldn't that be safe? Since the key would no longer exist that opened that particular plane of existence?
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that.
Too many words. Too many words.
Too many words. Okay, I go.
The key is destroyed.
We have one key that has 4 tries on it. 3 now. We have 3 doors that we need to open. At least one of them we need to open and hope that it is correct, which puts us at an odd of 33% chance of getting it correct, according to statistical probability. Now, do we want to shove the bag of no-no into one of those doors, use the rest of that key just to be on the safe side so the key disappears? That way that thing can never be called from that particular plane of existence because there's no key to open that plane of existence anymore.
I really wouldn't recommend shoving that bag in any doors, especially knowing what it took to seal Sirik away.
Sirik?
Sirik.
Sirik.
Don't worry,
away.
Asimar. You feel these. That name strikes deeply to both of you. One of you feels incredibly knowledgeable on the subject.
I also
and my Asimar angels. No, he was hell incarnate for mortal realm, leading power-hungry mortals to their deaths, drawing them in like moths to a flame.
Fair warning, Dom's probably not at his desk.
Okay.
Quick player knowledge. Isn't he also like the mortal enemy of the mask?
Eminem.
Yes.
So if we were to, I don't know, say offer him to the mask, his own mortal enemy, in a fucking sack.
You could try. I don't know what would happen for you, but you can try.
Well, I mean, I am his acolyte. That's entirely up to Zero as to whether or not.
So why would the trickster god have it?
You wouldn't want to seal away your mortal enemy.
I'm back.
Why? I mean, why did the trickster god have the bag?
I mean, where did you even find it? It's not like that could have been easily accessible.
Zero?
Trickster god was playing games, so I played back and I found another realm.
So you stole from a trickster god.
You specifically stole from the god for whom I now serve. I asked him politely. I will ask you once, very politely, please give me the bag so that I might return it. Knowing what we now know of what is inside of it, the only person it is safe with would be the person who had it sealed away to begin with.
I guess. Oh, your god.
Right. I take the bag and I say, thank you.
No.
Anybody got any more candles? Not your birthday candles. Those things are fucked up. Anybody got any candles?
You just have
And those,
to
and he
word
didn't
it
give you the
just
bag.
right.
No, I didn't give you the bag.
He said, call your god.
I will give you the
Yeah,
candles,
yeah.
and I still have the bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure you wanted to go that route?
Yes.
Okay. I cast Hold Person on you.
Roll your
Okay.
save.
Whatever.
Roll your save if you want to make it.
What do I need to save? What am I adding?
Hang on. Where's my hold? Wisdom 14.
14? Oh, I got you. 15.
No, damn it.
I'm restraining him. I'm physically restraining
No.
him.
I'm going to look at you guys. I'm not going to do anything stupid. Call your god, and I hand you the candles.
Bullshit.
Okay.
You
Oh,
have
I
said
trust
before
you.
Stupid.
that you won't do anything stupid, and then you go and do
Nope.
something stupid.
Nope, I am not doing anything
So
stupid.
I look him dead
Okay,
in the
so,
eyes and I go,
hang
are
on,
you
hang
going
on.
to give him back the bag?
I will give him his bag.
So you will personally give it back
Okay.
to him in the
Hand-
same
Give
So
it
instead of circular
You guys
Arguments.
want me to act more like a teammate.
roll performance, if you're lying, 0, and I just need that number. DM to me,
You know, you guys
and
put
then
up a
we will let
plus.
them roll insight.
When
I will say this. No, I will say this right now. This is not a lie. I am handing the bag over.
You spent too much time with me in the Fae. I know exactly which ways this can go.
I am not lying. I am handing the bag over. Please call your god. And I hand you the candles.
I go back to where we have already traveled all the way, or at least mostly down the mountain. I rebuild
I help you.
my offering.
Cat, here is your reminder.
Alexa, stop.
And set the candles in the crescent shape and go, God of Trickster, don't hate me.
Hmm.
Apparently,
You feel-
while we were in your games and your fun and your twisted fun stuff, one of my people stole from you. Seeing as it is of vital importance to you, I have reprimanded him and told him to give it back. He has offered to personally give it to you.
Where once her eyes were. Hang on one second.
I don't tell my internet just shit out.
Bing!
Sounds like it. The robot dick is strong with that one's mouth.
Okay. Kodai's turns to look at you, and her eyes go from their normal color to piercing blue. Make a reflex save.
Who?
You.
You.
If I choose not to?
You are lifted up into the air by an unseen force. And a voice not Kodai's comes forward. Don't tread into the realm of the gods.
Hey, what's up, Dick?
Do not touch what isn't yours. Some things can end the world very quickly. Especially
maybe-
that which you have taken.
Maybe next time don't leave shit lying around when that one is in your presence.
By the way, my reflex save was a 22 if I had done it. Let me down.
Oh no, you're still very much in the air, unable to move.
I did,
He
in
puts
fact,
his hand-
say that too.
She puts her hand out and reaches for the bag. Do you hold it or do you release it?
I release it with the words uttered, protect the blacksmith, and let it go.
You steal from me and demand things.
Not demand.
He reaches into Kodai's bag and grabs a lantern and opens it, throwing the bag inside. It erupts. The glass stains black, and you hear screaming that sounds like somebody's being slowly fed into a blender.
Yummy.
He looks at the lantern. Be a good little girl and go home, bitch.
Again, I say not a demand.
With a quick wave, the lantern's gone. He doesn't know who was here. But the door has been opened. He looks dead at the rest of the party. Be mindful who you tell things and who you've seen.
I do got a quick question for you. The door, what number was on your door?
4.
Thank you. You're a scholar. I'll start walking away.
That's one way to get
Eyes.
information we need.
Fade to black and pop back into their normal color. She is back in control and very confused as Zero falls to the ground.
I look at him and go, "You good?
What did I say?
Nothing
I
singed,
gave him
nothing
the bag.
broken, nothing missing."
You lost your
Yeah, but
lantern. Oh, and the door number that he had was 4.
I went, "What all did I miss?"
He took the bag and threw it into the Dragonfire lantern.
And it screamed.
Yeah.
And then the lantern
Strange
took the
bloody
bag.
murder.
I'm kind of glad you weren't here because this was, yeah.
I mean, she was here. She just wasn't paying attention, essentially.
Then he tried to make a demand out of the guy that he stole from. You know, the typical Mushu.
I'm like, whew, how did he take that?
I'm
Well,
not
Moose is
dead.
alive, so I mean, I guess not good.
I took my
I look
punishment.
good. And I'm like, you know, it takes balls to trick a trickster, especially a god of trickery. You know, stupid move. Smidgen of respect.
Oh, damn it. I was going to use that bag too.
As you finally reach the base of the mountain, you can now look left and see the great desert. And for the first time since you've came here, there are storm clouds over it.
Uh-oh.
That's
That's
odd.
probably not good.
I'd agree. It hasn't rained in that desert for over 2,000 years. Nothing survives there. Nothing. Well, except the worms.
I wonder how they're going to like the rain. Will it bring them up like rain does a regular worm? I kind of just
More than
questioningly
likely.
look at them.
They hunt based off sound and movement. I'd
They
imagine
would
it would
also
piss them off
probably drown
quite
if
a
they were
lot.
underwater.
And I look and go, wouldn't this be the perfect time to go across the desert in the midst of a storm where we can easily tell where they're going to be and just avoid?
I mean, it would make sense to go that way, but
I look at everyone, kind of, questions, thoughts.
So, which place are we going to now? Which direction?
the Winter King looks and goes, "Go which way you will, but I must return to my people, lest war break out from the elves."
I look at him and go, any possibility that there is a wandering door? A wandering plane door?
I mean, we have tons of magic portals, but I don't specifically recall numbered doors. Maybe in one of the other elven villages. We found many artifacts over the years.
I go, can't help but to ask. And I look at him and go, by the way, when Marista was explaining about the message, it was my familiar who was delivering it. I can no longer feel him. Our bond feels like it has been broken.
Probably took it into the Black Room. A room devoid of all magic. If it's been captured and not killed. But typically elves don't like harming wildlife. Or animals, if it's avoidable. He finally, now that everything has passed, you wear your father's armor.
Yes.
Suits you well.
Thank you. Very nice.
See this done for me and bring me back to my kingdom.
Yes.
And he looks at you intently. And in the end, I may have a place for you in my armies. I have a second in command to go have a lovely talk with for placing me where he placed me.
I will help you all I can. But my place is by my queen and my king.
Fair enough. So, Which way do you go, party? Into the forest or across the great desert? Either way, the thunder beckons.
I say we make sure the king arrives home safely.
I agree.
I agree as well, but I don't think she should go to the Winter Village. Or
Agreed.
wait.
Obviously, we wouldn't go to the Winter Village yet. That's 2,000 miles from here.
Where
Much
did you
faster to
send
go to
your
the Autumn Village.
Yes.
Say again?
Where did you send your bats to?
The Autumn Village.
Or you? Mm.
So I feel like we should probably be wary.
Yes. Most definitely.
Fair enough.
I need to head home. The king needs to make his way home. I need to see how my people are now that I have done my mission. I would appreciate your guys' help.
As you begin walking towards the forest, Red, Codice, you see in the distance, flying over the great desert, 2 red dragons. As you continue along, you know that they're heading away from you, over the desert. And as the rain begins to drop and the thunder begins to clasp, you all begin to hear what sounds like large entities bursting out of the sand, attacking seemingly at random, but knowing that they hunt as they have hunted you based off sound and movement. They're attacking the raindrops as they hit the sand, looking for food.
Stupid worms.
I'm sorry, I just have an image in my head of graboids running after fucking raindrops. Bursting out of the ground.
As you continue through the forest, paths you have taken before, it begins to get dark, and you know it's another day's journey before you'd get to the Autumn Village. Do you rest or do you push through the night?
We should find somewhere to rest. We've been pushing ourselves too hard. If we keep doing that, we're going to run out and we're going to be in a bad spot.
Unfortunately, I'd have to agree as quickly as I'd want to get home. I'd hate to see you enter battle, if it comes to it, tired.
Yes.
There's been a lot that's happened today. More than easy to take a rest. Don't worry, I'm even willing to help with the watch.
I will sit watch with you.
He takes the staff and slams it onto the ground, and a ritual circle spreads out 40 meters from where he tapped down. Don't worry. No magic is going to be workable at all inside these 40 meters. You don't have to worry about somebody trying to approach invisibly. It's happened before. You know, being a king and assassins kind of became a useful spell to learn.
I would imagine.
So you can trust your eyes, your ears, and everything inside this 40-meter circle. But we both grew up in these woods, and we know just how haunting the illusions can be.
Very true.
I'll take the first watch. Get your rest if you need it. Who stays up first watch?
Rest is sitting up with the king.
I'm sitting up drinking.
I'll take a second shift.
I'll go on second.
I'll take first. Or whatever.
Those of you,
needs it.
okay. Those of you sitting first shift, the night is quiet, but you hear the familiar chirping of crickets, other insects, random frogs. You feel shuffles of things chasing in the distance through leafage, snapping of the twigs. Nothing that feels too ominous. The Winter King looks troubled and lost in his thoughts as he stares off into the distance above the fire.
I go over and sit down beside him. You look troubled. What is on your mind this night?
I've been gone 9 months. 9 months not knowing what's happened with my people. Not knowing who I can trust, who is real anymore. And they took me. They took me like cowards. They took my magic. They bound my hands. And forced me through a portal. Next thing I know, I wake up in that hell cell. 9 months. Hearing the screams of the insane trapped around me. Somebody will pay dearly for this. I will have blood.
I'll
I
pull
will
out
be
a
at your
fucking-
side to give the blood.
Go ahead, Red. You were saying?
I'll pour him a glass of wine.
He appreciates it. Slams the whole thing down.
I reach
In
in my
one
bag
dawning.
and pull out my bottle of whiskey.
Ah, that's better. There's never much for this fruity stuff. Too sweet for me. He looks at you and goes, "Your father was a good man. He stood beside me on the battlefield for many, many years."
He was indeed. It hurt to watch you kill him. It left me confused and angry. You guys were friends, and then I just watched you put a dagger in his gut. Like it was nothing. Something felt wrong even then, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
Tears my soul in twain, thinking about you having to deal with that. Watching your parent die is not something I'd wish on anyone. But I will find that sneaky son of a bitch. And I'll let you do the same.
Yes, we will find him. We will
Don't
find
worry.
him indeed.
I'll give you something very special to do it with.
I was shaken.
He looks over at a sleeping Codice. Acolyte of a trickster god. Not something I've seen in 1,000 years, but I've seen weirder things in my life. I've seen an entire city forget it even existed, their own families, everything, over a stupid white little dragon. Whole city went mad. Families went after each other. Like they didn't even know who it was. Everything became a threat. Everything. I'm just glad we killed that thing. It took months for the survivors to recover. But psychologically, they didn't come back from remembering the things that they had done to their own families. It was a species of dragon we'd never seen before, acted much more like a hydra than anything else. Taking its head didn't do a single thing. We took one head, and 2 came back. Strength was meaningless against it. Looks you got something to say?
Oh no, I was just doing Hell Hydra.
No. You think you're funny, but looks aren't everything. I'm sure you'll find somebody who will appreciate you.
Order my bottle of wine. Already do.
Fair enough. But I wouldn't recommend sticking it in there. It might not come back out.
Oh, God.
You can laugh. Good. Your father, for most of his life, acted like he had a stick wedged in his ass.
That he did sometimes. I'll agree with you there. He is a bit too much of a stickler sometimes.
Everything had its
Or is
order.
she a
Everything had its place. Everything will be done exactly as he wanted it.
I'm starting to see the resemblance.
Ah. I didn't want this position I had. It was thrust
I
onto me.
half mumble, wake up, and go, is it time yet?
It is indeed time to switch shifts.
Cool.
Go get your rest.
I pass back up. I pass back out.
She's not taking a shift. God, smack her.
He wakes Zero for a second shift. Now it's just for be smart. Use this time wisely. Prep your weapons. Tinker. Stay out of my bag.
Why would I want to be in your
I
bag?
will watch him.
I'm also up, like, rubbing my eyes and go, no funny business. Got it. I gotta stretch, get up, walk around the camp for a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and, just for shits and giggles, roll a quick investigation just to kind of see what's in the area.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean against a tree and close my eyes and go back to sleep.
And I pass out.
Mm-hmm.
Face first into a pile of leaves.
I'm gonna go sit on.
That's a 19.
I'm gonna go sit on his bag so Zero can't go rummaging through it.
I'm not. How's it feel to see the things up the
What was your roll for investigation?
19.
Okay. You see at the very edge of the circle a hand pop through, appear, and pull back in, small, about a foot off the ground, claw.
A hand pop in. Okay, so a claw popped in and then back out?
Claw pops in, becomes visible, and jerks back out of the circle.
Biggie.
Guess he didn't want to be in the circle jerk.
In other words, somebody was trying to enter invisible but realized that they couldn't.
I
You're
rolled
sleeping.
17 on perception.
I go ahead and who was
Warhawk,
awake
you don't
with me?
see it.
Dom and Warhawk
And me.
I
and
don't-
Zero, right? Those are the other three awake with me.
Uh-huh.
See it.
I kind of point and I go, a claw just entered and then exited. Be cool, but be on alert. I look at Zero and go, here, an upgraded weapon, and hand him one of the wooden daggers.
That's an upgrade?
It's magical.
I joke and then I put it back.
Warhawk, with
like,
your 17, you did not see this creature.
I kind of, it's like, I think it's best if we pretend like we didn't see anything. So I suggest we kind of continue and chat, and I ask how everyone's siblings are. If they've heard any news from home. How's your ma and pa?
Don't talk to him.
We're all in like a group at this point. I'm just talking out loud to see who will answer. And then I also...
No, that was my response to your question.
Don't answer?
No.
I don't talk.
Oh, don't talk to him. Jesus.
Well, I never knew my parents.
Mine are dead.
Right.
So
So, I want to go ahead and stealthily, I want them to stay in and to wake one more person. And I kind of notify them that they need to wake one of the people up. I roll for stealth, which is a 23 for stealth. And I want to try and go over where the creature was and see if I can track the creature.
Go ahead and roll perception to see if you can track this creature.
Dino Dice, you've been doing me right, and that is a nat 20. Bitch, yes.
Okay.
And that is 20.
Found us that.
Well, no, this is like one of the ones that I first made for myself that I put little tiny dinosaurs in. Would that be investigation?
It would be.
Okay, so that would be 22.
Hey, Pet, you should check your DMs.
Oh. Downside to streamer mode, I don't hear when I get a DM on Discord.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in some cases,
Go on,
it's
share with the
downside,
class.
in others, it's upside.
How would you like to wake up in that particular instance?
The look on her face.
I would like to
I
wake up
kind
with
of
a
just
drink in my
bolt
hand,
up
babe.
with a flame blade in my hand, trying to find where it is.
As you draw your flame blade out and come jerking up, you send this tiny thing tumbling backwards. And you see a small impish creature just stand up, dust himself off, and stare at you.
What do you think you're doing?
Pet.
Why?
Shiny. Hair. Pet.
What the
He looks very confused as to why you seem mad.
God, if only I wasn't in stealth mode just trying to track whatever tried to put a claw in the circle.
She found it. You all see Pet jerk up and see this tiny imp creature that's about 10 inches tall.
What are you doing here, little one?
Interrupting.
Has anyone woke me up? Or am I still asleep on the tree?
You would have woken up to the scuffle. It's up to you whether you want to make it something or not.
Okay.
I just look at the creature and then I just go back to sleep.
You have now tracked it to where she is sitting, yes. Or where she is standing, bladed hand, staring this thing down.
Oh, so the imp was the claw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a leprechaun?
Just so everyone's aware, the message was, you feel something petting your hair, small claws.
Precious.
Yes.
Well, I'm also just thinking characteristically, it's like he's freaking me out, causing me to get mad because he's touching me, and my hair turns to flames with emotion, and I'm just like, you're petting me because shiny?
Shiny fire.
Jesus fuck.
Get mad, go.
Not wrong one
I
bit.
kind of look at Pet and I go, Pet, maybe
When did we
Bright
hire
Myrtle
Chester?
Woods not best area to get all Hulk go boom. So
I take a deep breath, calm down, lower the flames, all that shit, and it's just like, okay, I'm good.
Great information.
All of you without a religion roll know this thing is incredibly lost. This is an Avernus imp. You've seen several of them your last trip there. But this one is incredibly small compared to the rest of them.
Why do we have an imp in our camp?
How did
Anybody?
you get here? Where did you come from?
You
I don't
asked
know.
that, my
I
brain
don't
just
exist. I'm
immediately
just gonna
thinks,
go back to sleep.
Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe?
Jesus fuck.
Who's Joe?
I look at
The-
the imp and go, were you told to come to us? Or did you happen to see us?
Saw light.
Tall.
Came to
light.
look.
Saw
Came to look.
light.
Saw
Saw
light.
light. In other
God,
words,
I'm
he saw
deaf.
her hair. All of you are. It's okay.
We need to put a bag over her head.
He looks over at all of
Just
you.
catch on fire.
It has just now clicked. You can see me?
Yes.
I speak in an
Yeah.
infernal. Yes, we see you.
As soon as he hears the infernal, you see him visibly start cringing. And he looks over at you and goes real pale.
You just frozen there.
He just stopped moving. He's staring at you.
You do know that we can still see you even if you're not moving.
And I also go, and you do realize this is the twin.
He starts stepping backwards slowly.
I pick him up. Just
Okay.
no, like gently, like as he's backing up. He's not looking where he's going, correct?
Correct, but he's still gonna feel it.
No, he walks onto my hand.
Oh, so what? You just put your hands behind him?
Yes.
Okay. Give me the strength
he-
check to get that off the ground.
Oh, shiza.
It's this tall. You're going to have to lay down to grab that. So roll a strength check at disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage?
Because you're
Okay, first
prone.
one's 17.
I look between the imp and Mushu and I go,
17. Both is 17.
why the hell are you
Okay.
terrified of Mushu?
You are now laying with an imp that's walking backwards up your forearms and hands, going like this.
As soon as he gets to my shoulder, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Yeah, he did not make that fear save. Your
Please
shoulder
tell me
gets
he got
wet.
peed on.
Your shoulder gets wet as he literally pisses his pants.
I'm gonna have to watch that now.
Of course, me.
As it goes booking it screaming into the woods.
I didn't scare him. I yell, "I'm sorry."
By the way, that was 91 on the encounter table. You're welcome.
That's just so funny, though. Wait, come back.
So, Codice, Red, since you're both awake, you can hear this in the distance. As
no,
he
I went
runs,
back.
I'm
you
awake.
went back to sleep? Okay. Codice, you hear this with your passive perception. As he gets far enough into the woods, running, screaming, you hear a very solid thud. As if he has ran, dead screaming, into a tree.
Should we go look for this little guy?
I wouldn't recommend it. Nighttime in these
Okay.
woods is full of illusion magic. The Winter King says, but that... I've never seen that before.
That's a good one.
That's great.
I'm gonna
Magic
take
in
my.
these woods must be wonky if things from Avernus are coming back up. The last time that happened, some of the doors were open. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we end off this week. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for joining my stream or Pet's stream. It's magical to make your acquaintance. Every Sunday we do D&D at 7:30 Central. On my channel, if we hit 500 followers, I will be opening a second one-shot table on Wednesdays. I will let her do her closeouts. I will do mine. Does anybody have a request for raid?
Shadow Legend.
League of Legends? Raid Shadow Legends? We're okay. Hang on. We'll see. We'll see who we can
But yes, thank you all for coming out, showing your love, showing your support. I greatly appreciate it. Big shout out to Mystic Panda for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry I wasn't more fun tonight, as again I was not feeling well. I hope to be a lot better by the time I stream again, which by the way will not be until Thursday at 11 a.m. Central due to the fact of having appointments on Tuesday. But have a wonderful rest of your night, a wonderful start to your week, and I will see you next time. Bye.